What is up, everyone? It's your boy, Hollywood AJ here, back with the Keep It 100 YouTube channel, and I'm very sad. I'm very sad. I don't know if you don't know, but the world was shocked this weekend as Conor McGregor lost to Dustin Poirier via second round TKO, and man, oh man, was I sad. I was sad for many reasons. One, Conor McGregor already fought Dustin Poirier and beat Dustin Poirier. That was back at UFC 178, 2014. Except McGregor won in the very first round against Dustin, 90 seconds in the first round, and just completely demolished him. And here I just thought, okay, McGregor's going to do good. He's going to win. No big deal. And that's what it looked like. You know, the first round, it was a little bit tough for McGregor. He hasn't fought since 2020 when he fought Cowboy. And, you know, he hasn't had that much rounds in the octagon. And he even said it himself, I'm hoping for rounds. I'm hoping for a war. So that way I could just get in the groove of stuff. And in a way, that's what he did. You know, first round, McGregor came out, landed some really good punches, landed some really good lefts, really good kicks. But it was Poirier initiating the takedowns, initiating the clinch exchanges. And even then, McGregor was truly dominant in those clinch exchanges for sure. But at the end of the day, at the end of the round, McGregor won it. He landed some really good shoulder strikes, similar to the ones he landed against Cowboy. And I just thought, hey, okay. I called it in the second round. I'm like, okay, McGregor will hurt Poirier. And in the second round early, that's when it'll go in his favor and he'll just tee off plain and simple. So that first round was a lot of clinch exchanges. McGregor was landing some really good punches, even hurt Poirier, and ended by just a little bit of a flurry. Then the second round came, and Poirier just landed more leg kicks, used that as an excellent tactic, and landed up ultimately just destroying Conor McGregor's leg. And that is how he became the winner, by just completely dominating in the stand-up, landing dominant kicks, was able to land a very good flurry at the end to drop McGregor. And eventually Herb Dean stopped it, and Dustin Poirier defeated Conor McGregor. They're now 1-1 apiece. And the big question is, hey, Dustin Poirier got the biggest win of his career against the biggest star in mixed martial arts history, let alone UFC history. What do you do from here? What does he do? Does he wait for Nate Diaz? Does he do the trilogy? Khabib's still up in the air. What's he going to do? A lot of questions that need to be answered. I mean, Michael Chandler had a good performance this past weekend against Dan Hooker, a dominant first round KO victory. And you could have those two fight, although Poirier said he's not going to fight Michael Chandler. That's a good fight to make. But at the end of the day, I think they should run it back. I think, you know, Poirier shouldn't let this fight get to his head. He shouldn't become an asshole and start big leaguing everybody. I think that Poirier should honestly fight McGregor one more time. McGregor gave him the opportunity to fight this past weekend, and I think he should just return the favor all in all. And as for McGregor, he's obviously vying for the rematch. How could you not want to get that fight back? I mean, me personally, I think that this trilogy is bigger than the Nate Diaz trilogy. And this loss stung out of all the losses, besides the Khabib Nurmagomedov loss, mainly because he completely dominated Poirier in that first fight. In this fight, he looked like he was well on his way to win. His cardio looked better. Normally in the second round, McGregor's cardio was a little bit teetering, but his cardio looked insanely better. He didn't even take a seat on the stool after that first round. Was it partly due to the leg kicks? I don't think so. I just think that is an improvement in his stamina. But he is obviously vying for that Poirier rematch again for the trilogy. And why not make it for the title? I don't think that's what they're going to do, but why not make it for the title, especially if Khabib is going to retire? And say that fight doesn't come to fruition for some reason, unless Poirier lets it get to his head and he starts big leaguing everyone, maybe him and Tony Ferguson. I say, dude, McGregor, Tony Ferguson. Ferguson's coming off 2 straight losses, a dominant 2 straight losses that he's coming off of. That's a great fight to make. Winner of that fight is easily right back into the title picture. Or instead of those two, maybe do Conor McGregor and Justin Gaethje. That's also a great fight. Gaethje's also coming off a loss to Khabib Nurmagomedov back at UFC 254 in October of 2020. That's a great fight as well. Or if you really want to get Michael Chandler to really make his name, have him fight maybe Justin Gaethje as well. Poirier don't want to fight him. I think that's the fight to make. Maybe Ferguson and McGregor, and the co-main event of that card, maybe make it a Gaethje and Chandler to really put those guys in the upper echelon of the division, and it'll just iron a lot of things out. But that is if Dustin Poirier doesn't choose to fight McGregor again. That's a big if. And if Khabib retires, then that changes the whole dynamic. But if Khabib stays the champion, then that's a whole nother conversation for a different day. It all depends on what Khabib's going to do, and it all depends on what Conor McGregor is going to do and what Dustin Poirier is going to do, because those three guys right there are in control of this division, and they're in control of the sport ultimately if they want it on a pure entertainment level. That's it for me today, guys. Please like and subscribe. Comment on what you think is your favorite matchup out of all those matchups. And if you're as sad as me, I'm still going to rock with McGregor. He is my guy. He's my all-time favorite fighter. I did a video on how he is my all-time favorite fighter and how I am his #1 fan. So go check that out in my IGTV and my YouTube. Keep tuning in for these episodes, guys. We're only getting started. Keep it 100. This is your boy, Hollywood AJ. I'm out.